everybody. I wish we weren't doing this, but in light of what happened on Wednesday, September 10th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
An assassin's bullet struck and killed the founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk. A man of God, faith, and an unwavering loyalty to the Constitution, the First Amendment, and free speech, which is why he was at that university in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Utah Valley University.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is not the America that we were born in.
Yeah.
We're not here to make jokes like we usually do on Breaking Rocks, joke about shit. Because this is a serious matter.
Yeah.
We're now at a point here in the United States where on the left, it's not only acceptable, it's encouraged to go out and kill anyone that you disagree with and then celebrate it as if you killed an animal in the fucking forest.
It's worse than even just an animal in the forest. It's as if they killed a villain in their mind.
Yeah.
It's as if it's as if Batman defeated the Joker or something.
Yeah. They obviously see in the case of Charlie Kirk, but obviously in cases like President Trump, J.D. Vance.
No, yeah, it's not just that. Not
and
just him.
us.
It's not just him. It's more than just him. It's anyone.
Yeah,
you are not safe from the vile disregard here.
And that means that Nord and myself aren't either. Our mother isn't. Our nieces, our sister, our brother.
They will try to, and see, this is the thing that people have been experiencing. They will try to say, "Oh, well, the only reason I feel good about him dying," the leftists would say shit like this. The only reason I feel good about him dying is because he was outspoken and he was a dickhead and all this other stuff. It's like, okay, well, the only reason that you people don't think I'm an outspoken dickhead is because I don't have a large platform. That's literally it. And that's literally the same thing that goes for everyone else who isn't on their end of things. The only reason that they don't feel exactly the same about you, who don't, have a million followers and an organization and do events publicly, the only reason they don't hate you the same is because you don't have that. That's literally it. It's not because, oh, well, they saved their ire for a guy who went out and did extra super duper bad things. He didn't do extra super duper bad things at all. Like, again, they really need to be shown and reminded that he was the nice guy here.
Yeah.
He was the good behavior conservative. He was the one who was willing to sit there and let you call him a fucking fascist and a fucking prick and every other fucking word that you could come up with out of your mind. He was going to sit there and take it. And he was going to cordially ask you about yourself, to tell him about yourself, to discuss whatever you felt, whatever you were thinking. He wanted to hear it. Whereas the rest of us would have said, "Oh, you're going to call me that, huh? Well, how about you fuck off?" I mean, we wouldn't have those type of responses that he had. Those really, really faithful and giving responses that he had about the reactions that people would have towards him. He wouldn't go off like we would. He wouldn't rise to verbal insults as quickly as the rest of us would. So, just in case they think he was the asshole in the room, he actually was the nice guy. The rest of us are the assholes, actually. And so the rest of us who just saw him get the nice guy get killed are pretty pissed about that and are pretty done with people who want to talk about intolerance and hate speech and all that bullshit. Okay? Because frankly, the side that complains about hate and complains about intolerance and complains about other people's speech just fucking shot a guy and then laughed about it.
Yeah.
So we're done with that bullshit. No one gets to say that shit anymore, and we do not get to listen to anybody talk on and on and on about how much they think fucking speech is dangerous. Fuck all of you motherfuckers. You just killed the nice guy.
Yeah.
And so we're fucking done with that.
The ones claiming...
I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear about hate speech. I don't want to fucking hear about offensiveness. I don't want to fucking hear about intolerance. I don't want to hear about any of that shit from anybody on the left. Because there's nothing more intolerant than fucking shooting somebody.
Yeah.
There's nothing more intolerant and hateful than shooting somebody.
The ones claiming that they took out a fascist are the fascists in the room.
Oh, well, sure. We already felt that way about them. But now they've basically proven that not only are their ranks willing to shoot and kill people who did nothing to them personally whatsoever, but they're also willing to laugh and cheer and think it's great and want more of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they are sowing the seeds of their own destruction in like 10 different ways here. And a part of me says let them, because them being destroyed would be the best thing ever. I don't have a problem at all with if they destroy their lives and their clout and their political dreams and the entire Democratic Party's platform gets completely decimated and destroyed and nobody votes for them. I would love that. That would be the best thing ever to me. At the same point, I have empathy and would like people in society to get along.
Yeah.
And that type of rhetoric about good, I'm glad, is not helping anything or anyone. It's destructive, it's vile, it's borderline satanic. It's practically the same shit you'd hear from a demon from hell. Mm-hmm. And that's probably a point that people would go further into. But my point is that we, the not nice guys, by comparison to Charlie, are not going to fucking take any more lip from them about this shit anymore.
Yeah.
We're done taking fucking any bullshit from the left about intolerance or hate speech, any of that shit. We're done.
If we do get, which we normally don't get anyone saying anything in the stream chat.
Yeah.
But if we do get anyone saying that anything vile about Charlie Kirk or anything of that nature,
I've gone on an absolute block tirade against anyone and everything saying shit like that.
You are being warned right now. You will get banned instantly. I don't care what the hell you say.
No, I mean, if I see, I mean, even if it's not being said to me directly, I will go out of my way to block and remove anybody from any of my groups, any of my channels, any of my from my feed. I don't care who you are. I don't care what. I don't even care if you're on my own side politically, which I would doubt you would say anything like that about Charlie if you were.
That's also a thing. People saying that the assassin's parents were Republicans.
Well, I mean, that part we do basically have confirmation of. But that doesn't mean he was. That's what they keep trying to associate his parents with him.
Might I add, I'm willing to go with you on the father, but would a Republican, would a conservative post on Facebook her kids dressed up as hunters hunting Donald Trump? No. That's exactly what the mother did.
Well, no, I know. And see, the thing that they need to understand right now, okay? Everyone who's talking about the parents and all this shit, okay, needs to understand is that he was not spending most of his time with his parents, okay?
Yeah, he was spending most of his time with his furry boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, whatever.
Boyfriend that was trying to pretend he was a woman. Yeah, classic. Yeah.
That's who he was spending all of his time with. He wasn't spending his time with his parents. But when he was younger, he posed with a fake Donald Trump with his younger brother, pretending that they were hunting the president of the United States. This was 2017. That photo was from that their mother willingly put up on Facebook. Congratulations, lady. You look evil too.
All I know about it is like whatever the environment. I think it's partly the college environment for him.
Oh, it most certainly was.
That's the primary thing.
Yeah.
But do they even hear themselves when they try to say, "Oh, he was MAGA and he shot Charlie Kirk"? It's like, do you people hear yourself? Do you really believe that a MAGA person would actually do that? Do you leftists really believe that a MAGA person would really do that?
Well,
that a MAGA person would date a trans male, whatever, that they would be into furry porn and that they would shoot Charlie Kirk. Do you really believe a MAGA person would do that shit?
No one with a functioning brain is buying any of that bullshit.
It not only doesn't fit the profile, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
There's not a thing about that makes sense other than the left desperately trying to not take any blame for this.
Yeah.
That's the only part of that follows logic.
No, before I show you guys anything, I do want to make one thing clear to anyone that is watching this who may disagree with either Nord or myself. Well, actually, several things now that I think about it. One, I have not always agreed with Charlie Kirk on things that he has said, but...
Well, I am mostly... I mean, I have so many things in common with the dude. I can't even qualify the statement that I don't agree with him on a lot of things. I agree with him on almost everything, with the exception
I never said a lot of things.
So, for me...
One or two here and there. But... I also don't agree with 100% of everything that comes out of Desert Nord's mouth either.
Yes, of course. We are our own people. We are our own person here.
And this is as close to a twin that I have in my younger brother. Think about that for a minute, folks.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that if Assassin's Bullet ever came for either one of us, if we're on stage, well, I don't see that ever happening, but being on stage, that is. But if Assassin's Bullet ever came for us, this guy and I would be fighting over who took the bullet for the other.
Yes, no, I mean, we are brothers, we are close, and either one of us would die for the other one. And that's how close brothers are.
Yeah. So picture the two of us scuffling on stage going, "You're not taking a bullet for me, I'm taking a bullet for you." You know?
Yeah.
As funny as a sight that might be, and hitting the floor, scuffling with each other might actually save our lives at that point. But the other thing that I want to make clear to people before I start showing you guys the three things I got, show you something from Max, and two YouTube videos that I want us to check out. And by the way, both videos I've already seen at least once. In the case of one of them, several times in the last 5 days or however many days it's been. I think 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But when George Floyd died, what happened? Cities burned, buildings, businesses, people's lives were ruined, right?
And the left was outraged completely, and the right even joined in on the outrage.
In some cases,
because the right was led to believe that it was something that it actually turned out to not be.
Yeah, and those people were misled. But now we have a good Christian man cut down by an insane lunatic from the left. Cities are not burning. Lives are not being ruined. The only thing that's happening is you see around the world, like in soon to be Japan, but also in the United Kingdom and in other countries, people assembling peacefully to hold vigils for Charlie Kirk. This man was beloved throughout the world.
Yep.
In other words, what that moron in Utah did in killing Charlie Kirk awokened the rest of the world to the strife and what's going on here in the United States.
Yeah, no, it was the absolute dumbest fucking possible thing you could have ever done if
Yeah.
you had any anti-conservative goals. Shooting
Yeah.
him was the dumbest fucking possible thing you could have ever done. Because now you have tens of millions additional people of all ages, especially young people, who are turning to faith, becoming Christian, devoting their lives to being good and moral and probably Republican voting people. And so what did you accomplish? You took out Charlie, you made a million more. You
Yeah.
accomplished absolutely fucking nothing that you wanted to. Not a thing. Not a
And,
thing.
and also, as we saw with the speech that his wife gave, Turning Point USA is not only not just not going anywhere, it's not going to be stronger because now Turning Point USA, according to reports, has gotten a shit ton of requests to
Yeah,
open
18,000
branches
actually,
all
as it
over
turns.
the place.
18,000 new chapter applications.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
And also, the memorial service for Charlie is going to be held at State Farm Stadium here in Arizona in Glendale.
Yep. On the 21st.
Yeah, and that's after I've moved to Phoenix, out of Glendale, further away. It is what it is.
Yeah, and we should point out that the attendance is going to be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Not to mention the high-profile attendance, but also the regular attendance is going to be overwhelming.
I guarantee you that if the service gets streamed anywhere, you can bet your ass my mom and I are going to watch it, as I'm sure that Does Nord will too.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's if we don't. When I say we, I mean, you know, me and my lady decide to, go to it, which we very well might.
Well, if you do, then let me know. Either way,
yeah.
Since we'll be further away from it, like I said, if it's streamed, we'll watch it. If not,
Oh, it'll be televised. Count on it. 100% count on that. The president's going to be there. The vice president's going to be there. The secretary of defense is going to be there. The secretary of state's going to be there. The everyone who is anyone in the conservative movement is going to be there.
But that's all I wanted to say.
If they can so help it. They've got plenty of time to work out plans to get here. Yeah. They will be here. They will be there. If they can so help it, they will be there. And I personally think they're going to get more attendance than any Cardinals game ever has.
Which is also a Cardinals game today in State Farm too. So
yeah, but it won't be that day. Obviously, there'll be an away game that day.
Yeah.
So
they will reshuffle that.
But the stadium is still going to see probably as many or more people than it would see for a Cardinals game.
Yeah. But with all that said, let me get into... First, I'm going to show you something fucking awful. And then we will get into something that will probably make us cry. It did when I first saw it. From Tom MacDonald called Charlie. And then we're going to end positively with Point of Grace. A video from Point of Grace called Gather at the River. We're going to end the stream with that. So with that said... Let me play our usual clips to set up the bad shit. Get off my screen, you stupid gnat. Here we go.
Okay, kid. Give it to me.
And...
Never home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good low speaker. Wave goodbye to Joe.
So, on X, this was brought to my attention by Jeremy Prime, D-Day Cobra. We're not dealing with different opinions. We're dealing with evil. And this was Raven Samuelson, who said, "Can Erica Kirk be next?" Right there alone. The level of evil right there, bro. You want to take the widow out next, and then
again, just the complete lack of humanity, just
Yeah.
complete, absolute lack of human decency present in this vile, disgusting woman.
Oh, this gets worse. Then the two children can be placed with foster parents who will have them properly educated and growing up hating their parents. Charlie Kirk, hashtag fuck Charlie Kirk, hashtag fuck Erica Kirk. No, fuck you.
And
I will go further. The fact that this, as far as I know, is still up on X somewhere, Elon Musk, fuck you too.
I mean, Elon's not a part of his own mod team. He's got a lot of things to do. So,
but the fact that his team allows this, they're allowing these fucking terrorists.
There's a lot of people
to do this shit.
There's a lot of people who felt the need to say horrible, horrendous shit on social media.
Yeah.
I would be more hacked off actually at the TikTok people who run TikTok, because the TikTok people are way more responsible for spreading and allowing violent and ridiculous and insane threats of violence and all sorts of just absolutely TOS violating content to be posted there.
But
I'm not going to say F Elon, even if someone who abuses his platform is saying horrendous shit. The reason I'm not going to do that is because Elon Musk is going completely out of his way right now to make sure that Erica and the kids have not only a fully paid education, but that they want for nothing. He's already vowed that. So
I'm glad he's doing that.
I'm not willing to bash him right now.
But he's doing that on one end, and then on the other side, on the platform he owns, you have situations like with what happened to our mom. She simply said, "Please let the door hit you, where the good Lord split you," and then she got timed out. Yet we see this on X, nothing. This is actual fucking death threats, and this is allowed.
Yeah, I'm glad that
That is my gripe with Elon.
It's a very large platform, and there are many users, and they have, after this event, they had their work cut out for them, trying to police everything.
Let me take a closer look here.
Because of the sheer amount of people who are willing to get online and say vile shit.
Okay,
I mean, it's definitely not an isolated incident. In fact, I think there's pretty much a solid bit of evidence here that it might even be more than half of the entire left that feels this way.
Take a look at the comments of this. Evil doesn't show up to fight ineffective men. Yeah, Trump and Charlie. Yeah. Out enemies are demons. I'm not sure what that means. And
our enemies are demons.
Well, it says out.
It's a typo.
They want to destroy your nation. They want to break all that you love. They want you dead, and they think all of this is funny. Fuck all of them. Yeah. Oh, and then there's this. Can't say I'm surprised. It's already gone. Good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly my point, bro. They're trying their very best to police all of this because there's been a huge outpouring of disgusting, vile takes from the left. So, I mean, they have a lot to work out and a lot to take down.
Yeah. And also coincides with the people celebrating on TikTok, the however many people that were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, they're now getting fired from their jobs, like the ones in the gaming industry. Good.
Oh yeah, no, there's been quite a bit of fucking around and finding out involving this.
Yeah.
They discovered the hard way that you don't actually have freedom to your job. You actually have to be a responsible, ethical, thoughtful human being in order to keep your job. You don't get to keep your job just because you exist, despite being a horrible piece of shit. And they're the ones that are the only reason they're even cheerleading the situation with Charlie, the killing of Charlie, is because they think that speech should have consequences. Okay, then it has consequences. Let's make speech have consequences then. Since you people believe in that, okay, you're fired.
Yeah.
How's that for speech consequences, lefties?
I don't know if you've seen this from Tom yet, bro.
Yeah, I did. I actually was watching his Twitter feed, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen all of what he posted.
Yeah, but we're gonna react and discuss to this as we're playing it here.
Yeah.
Because we all had also not talked about this video, and I also didn't do a reaction to it yet. So This is that reaction to it here, live on Breaking Rocks. Yesterday, in a violent act of cowardice, an assassin took Charlie Kirk's life. My heart goes out to his wife, his 2 children, and his millions of loyal supporters. All proceeds from this song will be donated. Rest in peace, Charlie.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous, woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army.
Look at what's going on in the United Kingdom, England, and soon to be, there's going to be a vigil in Japan for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and South Korea too, because they had just
South Korea, yeah.
They had just opened up international TPUSA bureaus in South Korea and the UK and in several other countries.
Yeah, the man indeed had an army, not just in the United States, but worldwide.
Yeah.
This is far more deep than some political parties, and you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
One good man can change it all in a day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to add?
No, I mean that's the thing. I don't know if you I don't know if you want to bring up the tweets that I made about it, but
We can right after this video.
I kind of said not everything I had to say about it, because obviously I'm saying everything I had to say right now in this with you. But
we can look at your tweets right after.
I summarized my thoughts and feelings as best I could when everything went down.
And we can also look at what I posted during that time too.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, we'll make sure your children know that defending all of...
That also reminds me, Adam Calhoun did something the day that Charlie died, a stream. And in that, he mentioned that his brother wanted him to cancel an upcoming tour because of what happened to Charlie. But Adam was like, I'm an American. I'm not going to cancel my tour. Bro.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really appreciate the bravery
Yeah.
that people are showing in response. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times people would be like, "Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad. I need to be safe and all this other stuff." And in response to this, a lot of people are actually saying quite the opposite. They're like, "You know what?
Yeah.
The hell with my safety. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to do what's right here."
Yeah. Stephen Crowder was talking about doing the change my mind thing or whatever he does.
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlie was killed, and then someone said to him, never mind, because I guess someone suggested that Crowder start doing that again. Then Charlie was killed, and they're like, forget it. No, I think Stephen Crowder, I'm pretty sure you'll never hear this, but I think you should do the change my mind stuff.
Well, I agree with them. Now, mind you, this isn't to say that we should throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is to say that you probably should probably still consider doing your events, like, whatever events bring out the crazy, angry leftists.
Yeah.
You should probably consider doing them indoors.
Yeah.
And that is to prevent this type of thing.
Yeah. I would suggest to Stephen Crowder, do the change my mind in an indoor setting, not outside anymore.
Do not be within view of the unsecure areas.
Yeah.
This is a lesson that we learned with Trump
Exactly.
back in July 13th of 2024.
Yeah.
And it's now a lesson we've also learned with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Don't ever let the unsecure areas of your event be within view of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they will kill you. The left will kill you.
Yeah.
If they can.
And they obviously want us all dead.
Uh-huh.
Our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children. I hope heaven has a window your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up. I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom always says it in a very great way.
I think the big thing I would say about all of it, overarching, is that even for the people who didn't know, even for the people who didn't like Charlie or know Charlie or never saw his face before, never heard a word he ever said before, and for those who did hate him, for those who loved him, hated him, didn't know him, the world changed for everyone. Absolutely everyone. There's no one for whom the world didn't change.
Yeah.
With this. It changed for everybody, regardless of whether you were in this or not.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's brought millions of additional people into it. Is that everyone knows this is different. Everyone knows this is not just another one. This isn't just another shooting. It's not just another death. It's not just another tragedy. It's not. This one's different. And everyone can see that. This one changes the whole score of the game here. This one changes the way everyone thinks, the way everyone's going to live, the way everyone's going to act, and what everyone now knows. Everything changed. You know, the way again, we always said this about 9/11, okay? On the 10th of September, we were one way. But on the 12th, we were different people. Well, on the 9th of September, we were one way. But after the 10th, on the 11th of September, we were different.
Yeah.
This year.
So we're going to take a look at what we were posting.
I mean,
Going back-
I know so many people, both online and in person, and who I've talked to personally, and who, well, myself even, who have been personally emotionally affected.
Yeah.
And this is not usual for just, someone high profile dying.
Yeah.
That's not usual. That's not common.
I know.
This hit harder than an asteroid.
Yeah. It did. So September 10th, I posted the video that I saw from YouTube, which is where I learned that Charlie Kirk had been shot and killed from Liberal Hive Mind on YouTube. And then that same day, I reposted Gina Carano's post, Charlie Kirk. I don't have the words. May Jesus be with you and your family, Charlie. You did not deserve this. And then I reposted Jeremy Prime. I'm sick and disgusted. We are heading into a very dark place. Pray and protect yourself and families. Rest in peace, Charlie. And then Tom MacDonald said what he had to say.
So,
and then I'm reposting it now with my Drudette Underground account.
So did you see?
My personal one.
So you probably did see. Maybe you did in my comments.
We will get to yours in just a few minutes, and then
yeah.
The day after, I posted the video from Point of Grace that we're going to look at in just a little bit. And then I also said, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, when I posted the link to that. I reposted it as this channel account on X and said, as this channel, rest in peace, Charlie. Then with my personal account, I reposted Roseanne Barr. Ignore the demons, especially online. They want you angry and traumatized. Band together in love for Charlie. Yes. And then also it was the anniversary of September 11th, so I had to do this, Yeah. And that's also the thing. Of all times to do this, on the eve of September 11th, the 24-year anniversary of it.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Obviously it was at an event that Charlie organized, so
I know.
It wasn't solely just the guy went out and decided the 10th of September was the day he was
I know.
do it.
I know that,
just
but the timing just looks
coincidence.
The timing just looks weird.
Well, the shooter didn't decide what day it was going to happen until he knew Charlie was going to be there.
Yeah. Jeremy Prime, Charlie Kirk is in heaven, and his passing will change the country and the world. Humanity will be better because of him. Evil exists, and they are currently showing everyone who they are right now. Pray for his beautiful family. And then this. That in Washington, they were trying to hold a moment of silence, but Democrats wanted no part of it. That shows you who the evil party is beyond any doubt in our government.
Well, what it shows you is that they're not separate from the radicals in the streets.
Yeah.
The establishment is absolutely allowing themselves to be taken in by the inhumane, soulless psychos that are out there laughing. They're the ones the ones out on social media laughing are right there in line and in lockstep with the establishment Democrats.
Yeah.
So just in case anybody thinks this isn't political or it wasn't political, the ones who wanted to make it political right away are not conservatives. Conservatives wanted to just say that this is atrocious and horrible and bad, and no one should ever have to suffer this. And the left was saying, "Ha ha, fuck you, conservatives, fuck you."
Except for the thing that this was political. He was assassinated for his political beliefs.
No, I know. I'm just saying that for anybody trying to say, "Oh, well, they're the ones who made this political," anybody trying to accuse, I mean, there's no denying it was political because the parties themselves were political right away.
Yeah.
About it. And I don't see how you can ever boo a thoughts and prayers sort of a request. How can you ever boo a fucking moment of silence? What the fuck are you people? Like, are you humans? What are you people? Are you demons from hell? Why would you ever boo and hiss or make a stink about a moment of silence for any dead person? Like, you're not normal if that's your reaction.
Thank you, Jeff Kendall, in the chat for this. Jeff says, never forget, keep the conversation going. Exactly. That's what we're doing. From Geeky Sparkles, I reposted with my personal account at the time. I don't follow Charlie Kirk, but the fact that people are cheering is exactly what's wrong with this country. When political killings get so out of hand that celebrating this behavior is acceptable, you have not only lost the argument, you have lost your humanity. It's never okay. Yeah. And then on September 11th, I reposted Tom's video when I saw it. And then also from Barra Dark, who was on Friday Night Tights on Friday, I reposted this because I saw this to try to help Wicked Virtue. So in between times of the Charlie Kirk stuff, I was doing my usual stuff. Ryan Kinnell, RKO Post, said, Charlie Kirk's blood is on your hands is on the hands of the mainstream media, period. Exactly.
Well, sure, because all of these people didn't gain their despising of him from meeting him. They didn't gain their hatred of him from interactions with him personally. No, they gained it from what the media told them to believe about him.
Yeah.
That's literally all that it came from. All of their hatred and vile for him came from the media telling them to. That's literally where it came from. And that's the only source of where it came from. Because everybody who did meet him and know him personally, gay, straight, bi, trans, or otherwise, knew that he was a classy, caring, passionate, careful person. And wanted to help everybody. He didn't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And everyone who ever met him knew that. But the ones who didn't meet him and let the media tell them what to think about him, those are the ones who hated him. And that's where all of this came from. So that's absolutely 100% correct. The media is the real killer here.
Yeah. And we got Rob Schneider, who has spoken with Turning Point USA before, and he had a long one to say here. You can kill a man, for we are all mortal. But you can never kill his love for his Savior Jesus Christ, his love for our great nation, the United States of America, his love for freedom. Truth is undying love. Oh, and his undying love. Confidence and belief in young people of America. And you can never kill his message. America is and always will be a beacon of freedom the world over. Charlie Kirk was our modern-day founding father, and he helped save our country from splitting further into godlessness, censorship, culture, falsehoods, loss of common sense, common decency, and and authoritarian communism. Above all, Charlie Kirk was noble. He was a decent, God-fearing man, and he ultimately gave his life for the people and the country that he loved so dearly. All of us who truly love our country will continue to serve, honor, and protect the freedoms that we earned through blood, so that we American citizens and our children may always live and breathe in a free society. Today, let us all pledge our allegiance. Again, as I know Charlie would want, to this great land, and continue his love of God, family, and country. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May Jesus Christ hold Charlie Kirk in his arms tonight and comfort his loved ones left behind. I pray for peace in this time for all Americans, for all of God's children everywhere. God bless you all. Love, Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Rob?
Oh yeah. No, I agree with him. I mean, obviously.
Anyone who loves this country obviously can't disagree with what Rob Schneider.
Again, it just goes to, what did Charlie do? Charlie set up a table. He brought a microphone. He brought multiple microphones. He even brought one for the ones who were cussing and screaming at him.
Mm-hmm.
He gave them a microphone. He gave them a voice to tell him they hated him.
Yeah.
And that wasn't enough for them. That wasn't good for them.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a vile act to them that he had to die.
Yeah.
For them, him talking to them was such a act of violence to them, such an act of horrible, vile hatred to them, that they had to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
That's who these fucking demons are. That's who these fucking disgusting demons are. That's somebody who goes out of their way to not only voice his own voice, but to let you have a voice too, and let you speak your voice directly to him.
Yeah.
That's who they needed to have killed. That's who they wanted to see die. And so that's who they are. In case anybody's got any doubt left, that's who they are.
Yeah.
They wanted him dead for doing absolutely nothing. Nothing actually wrong.
Yeah.
And saying words doesn't kill people. Shooting bullets kills people.
Yeah.
They need to get that through their damn heads.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have that down yet. They still don't understand that concept.
Words are not violence. Violence is violence.
And
period.
and here's the thing. In all of this, they've obviously shown they're not even against violence.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even against violence.
They're all for it.
They support violence.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they complain about words or whatever being violence, just remind them that they actually support actual real violence.
Yeah.
So what? They don't have a point. They've muted their own point on that. Like, you can't make violence your supreme evil and then go back and turn around and say, no, I like violence, actually. And people go, oh, wait, what? So you think words are violence, but actual violence isn't violence? What kind of twisted retard are you?
Yeah.
That's where they're at. That's where the left's at right now.
On another note, while Jeremy was watching Erica Kirk's speech,
yeah,
Mom and I were watching Jeremy watch that speech, and when I saw Jeremy tweet this out, I immediately reposted it myself. Erica Kirk is one of the strongest human beings I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then...
I
Yes.
This is a category of people I could never muster the strength to be in. I could never be in the category of person who tragically loses the love of their life like that and then immediately goes out and vows to, amplify everything 100-fold. It's incredible strength the woman
that
has.
their loved one had been doing the whole time.
Yeah, it's incredible strength. She's sitting there saying, not only am I not broken, you've just strengthened me. Not only am I not broken, I'm going to make everything that happened before seem like child's play compared to what is about to go on.
Mm-hmm. And then
if you didn't like Charlie's voice and Charlie's opinions and Charlie's persona or whatever, get ready for it, because you're about to get it 10 to 100 times fold, guys.
So we got cat turd here from yesterday. Whoa. And this was on a post from American AF, South Korea chanting, "We are Charlie Kirk."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even the Maori of New Zealand were doing a pro-Charlie demonstration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from Wicked Virtue, someone that I've played games with online and on stream before on her channel, posted, "If you are going to use his quotes, use all of it. I can't stand the word empathy. I think it's empathy is a made-up new age term, and it does a lot of damage. Sympathy is a better word, because empathy means you are actually feeling what another person felt, and no one can feel what another person feels."
Sure, yeah, no, he wasn't even wrong when he said that. People were like, "Oh, well, he didn't have any empathy." It's like, no, he did have sympathy for people, which is the only actual emotion you can actually really have. Because the idea of empathy is the idea that you instantaneously, automatically, subconsciously, and passively feel someone else's emotions, which is not even true. That's like some superstitious bullshit. What you can feel is sympathy within inside yourself for someone who is in a similar position or a position you can relate to. That's called sympathy.
Yeah,
okay? And that's what Charlie's point was. You can feel sympathy. Empathy, that's a new age weirdness that nobody can really prove even exists.
Yeah. So this from Gina Crono, Let's Go England, in tag posting James Woods, "England is fighting back. I was wondering when this would happen. I always believed it would happen, and I stand with them with all my heart as they are marching through the streets in the name of Charlie Kirk." Bro?
Yeah, I really appreciate now, mind you, the British march was going to happen anyway. So let's not say that was all Charlie.
No,
because it wasn't all Charlie.
But
that was organized by Tommy Robinson over the immigration issues.
Yeah, but then they also wound up.
They did also wind up going over and having sort of mixing in the people
Charlie
who wanted to march for Charlie into the group of people who were marching for Unite the Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was primarily a British protest, whatever, but it also was a Charlie thing on top of it.
Yeah.
And it was at least 1 million. Don't let the British media lie to you. It was at least 1 million people. And probably closer to 3 million because of how long the street full of people was. I mean, if Barack Obama had 1 million people at his inauguration, then Tommy Robinson absolutely had multiple millions at that protest.
Yeah, you had only 2 posts. I had a whole bunch during the time from the 10th to, well, today. Let's see. This is from Desert Nord. The assassination of Charlie Kirk today is horrific and will have long-term consequences for our country. Charlie wanted wanted the best for the nation. I myself lean towards rage. I don't know where we are headed, but it's bad, especially for those who are laughing. Yes, indeed. And also, yesterday, I no longer feel rage. I feel uplifted. Charlie's death has inspired countless youth to now give their lives to God and live moral, meaningful lives. He has, in death, rescued countless souls. Satan and his minions were laughing on the 10th, and the laughter has turned to wailing as those minions lose their jobs for it.
Nah, not just their jobs, but if we're talking about the real demons of hell, they're losing souls to God.
Yeah.
And that was Charlie. Charlie did that.
Yes, he did. So, with that,
I told our mother on the phone, I said,
yeah,
I think Charlie Kirk saved more people, or with his life saved more people and brought more people to salvation than probably any preacher in this era. I genuinely believe that he brought more people to salvation with his life and in his death than any preacher in our generation has. And I mean anyone. Not a single preacher. I don't care how big the megachurch. I don't care how big the reach. No one has brought more people to faith than Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
And that is saying certain things and something. But it's going to get it's changed Gen Z completely.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to point to a catalyst for Gen Z becoming more conservative and more faithful than even the silent generation, Charlie's why. Charlie is a big reason why.
Yeah.
And as they grow up and as they live their lives with functional families and functional morals and functional personal ethics, we're going to see the entire nation change because of what Charlie instilled in them.
Yeah.
And because of this particular event in particular, bringing more and more people who didn't even know his name, bringing people to his content and his speeches and his events and his life, and seeing how he was and how he talked and what he believed and what he said. All of those people now being introduced, if they didn't already know, being introduced to him, that alone will bring additional thousands to millions of people into the fold globally. And I just feel it's so amazing and it's so illustrative that a guy who all he did was do essentially the right thing all the time. And here he is, an absolute fixture now, a permanent fixture. And it's due to just that standing and saying things and being open with people and being willing to talk to people and being reasonable and being reasoned in your argument and being attempting to find what's true as best you can.
Yeah.
And speak that out and let people know this is what I think is true, everyone. What do you and then asking them, what do you think is true? Let's talk about this. That's all he did.
Mm-hmm.
And here he now, his persona now stands as possibly one of the most important figures in modern political history.
And now I think
certainly since the 1970s. We'll go back to the 70s. If we go before the 70s, we can talk about other people. But since the 1970s up to now, he absolutely is now cemented as probably the most important political figure since then.
Yeah, they've turned him into Martin Luther King Jr.
Well, that would be what some people compare. I try to think of it kind of like it was definitely more like cultural than personally political, because again, he didn't exclude people from the other side. He didn't push them away at all.
Yeah.
He wanted those people. He wanted to talk to those people specifically.
Yeah.
Like,
But what I mean by that, Martin Luther King Jr. was a martyr for his cause, just like Charlie Kirk is now. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But
and there are many people who have died doing their spiritual and cultural and social best to change the world.
Yeah.
There have been many, but I think the most impactful one to modern America is definitely him.
Yeah.
Because of not just what's happened here, but people being brought to realize what he did and what he stood for, and cut through the political bullshit and see that he really wasn't hurting anyone. He was helping everyone.
Mhm.
In a weird, twisted kind of way. He was trying to help the left and the right at the same time.
Mhm.
He was trying to help the right, of course, gain following, but help the left figure out what they should believe or what they even do believe. If anything, he gave the left a perfect opportunity to search themselves and ask themselves, okay, why do I believe what I believe? What do I believe? Even the left had that opportunity with him.
Yeah.
And they refused to take it. They still refuse to take it.
Mhm.
They still refuse to want to do that, to have introspection, to ask themselves what they believe and why.
Now, since then,
and that's to their deep, deep loss.
since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, a number of people on the left have been abandoning the left when they were seeing people celebrate it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Sure, and those would be the ones who had souls. Differences of opinion, but still had souls.
But speaking of souls, we're going to do our last part of the stream, and that's look at Point of Grace's Gather at the River, which I've been playing off Spotify here at home over and over since hearing about Charlie Kirk's assassination. And that's exactly what it was, an assassination. And in this message of this song, Gather at the River, I firmly believe that Charlie Kirk would approve of this message. So let's get right into it.
Sometimes we don't see eye to eye. We don't agree, we don't know why. But Jesus prayed that we'd be one. So for the sake of God's own Son, can we put away our differences, lay down our pride? I think it's time we start turning the tide. Shall we gather at the river of forgiveness? Come together at the waters of love, flowing like a fountain from the mercy giver. Shall we gather at the river?
What do you think so far?
Oh, yeah. It's a unity message for sure.
Yeah, which is exactly what we need.
Oh, yeah. Well, we definitely got it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Because millions and millions of people have realized this isn't really right and left. This is really right and wrong. This is really
Yes.
good and evil. That's all it really is.
yes, it is. And like the words, unity is what Jesus was praying for. So for the sake of Jesus, let's get along. Huh?
Yeah, can we please stop thinking that killing solves something? Because it really doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Not even a little bit.
We have all made enemies of the ones who called by Christ to love. But there's redemption at the riverside. The water's deep, the water's wide. It can wash away our bitterness, the current is strong. I think we've been out in the desert too long. Shall we gather at the river of forgiveness? Come together at the waters of love, flowing like a fountain from the mercy giver. Shall we gather at the river? We can wade into the middle where the healing waters flow. It only takes a little to heal a wounded soul. It will only bring us closer than we've ever been before. This is just what Jesus is praying for. Shall we gather at the river of forgiveness? Come together at the waters of love, flowing like a fountain from the mercy giver. Shall we gather? Shall we gather? Gather at the river. Come together at the waters of love. Come together at the fountain from the mercy giver. Shall we gather at the river? Shall we gather at the river of forgiveness? Come together at the waters of love, flowing like a fountain from the mercy giver. Shall we gather at the river? Gather at the river. Gather at the river. Gather at the river.
I always get teary-eyed when I hear that song now. Bro.
Well, I agree that in terms of regular daily life, it's very important to remember that your fellow man deserves the benefit of the doubt, the respect that you're supposed to give a stranger, the hospitality that you're supposed to give a foreigner, the love that you're supposed to give to the common man. All of those things remain as valid today as they were 2 weeks ago. I suppose it's all about the philosophy that you might have about the devil and what defines and what the scope of the devil is. I consider the devil to be one spirit, the heart of darkness, the depths of evil, the core of all that's wrong in existence and in life. And the inspirer of all things vile, wrong, and evil. And his army of demons, a soldier, a legion of soldiers wanting and willing to take souls.
Yeah.
And so the reason I define all of this is in order to explain my own worldview about it. And it's that I don't have sympathy, empathy, or any other kind of gift to give to the forces of darkness. I have nothing but rejection to offer those forces of darkness. I have nothing but spite for them. And I would beg and plead for my fellow human beings of all kinds, of all races, of all stripes, every nation, to observe, recognize, and reject those forces within themselves and around them, wherever they see them. And just know that the spirit that makes someone enjoy someone else's death is demonic. And I personally cannot be united alongside the demons of hell. I choose to oppose them. I choose to oppose them just as much as Jesus did. Now, I believe that one can, of course, be a human, a person, can be redeemed of those demons, can be exorcised of those demons, can turn away at any time from those demons and can remove them from their soul.
Yeah.
But so long as those demons reside in that person, I can't be in unison or unity with that person, because that person is a avatar for that demon.
Mm-hmm.
And that demon, while they may be capable, just like with Charlie, of taking a life, they won't take a soul. They will never be able to take an unwilling soul. And so it's really up to everyone. Unity is wonderful, and I absolutely have unity with everybody who rejects the darkness and rejects the forces of demonic possession and rejects those emotions of hatred for people that they haven't met and they don't know.
And this
I absolutely, I want to be brothers with everyone who rejects those dark forces and those dark feelings.
and this has nothing to do with right, left, Republican.
No, I know. That's why I said I want to be brothers
This
with everyone.
is between light and darkness, evil
Yeah.
and light,
Mm-hmm.
godliness
And for those people who are in the throes of possession by those spirits and those forces and those emotions, all I can really do for you people is pray for you
mm-hmm.
and hope that you turn away from them someday. Hope that you stop feeling those feelings and thinking those thoughts about people you haven't met and people you don't know, and choosing to hate someone simply for words. I cannot save you. Only Jesus can save you. I can't save you.
Yeah.
And I hope that all of those people do turn away from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of unity we need to have. We as humans need to have the unity that says all of us who are in unity together are turned away from the darkness and towards the light. That's the unity I want in the world. I want the
Mhm.
unity of the light unified against the darkness. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want unity with the
Same
darkness.
here.
I don't want to make excuses for or comply with or compromise with the darkness. No compromise with the darkness. I don't compromise with the darkness. I don't take bedfellows from the darkness. I don't compromise with the darkness. I don't make excuses for the darkness. I oppose the darkness with every bit of my soul.
Yeah.
And I would really hope that mankind and everyone in it would join in that goal of fighting the darkness.
Yeah.
And again, how it relates again is the person and the spirit and the emotions that killed Charlie are the darkness.
Yeah. They certainly are. There isn't much more to be said or should be said at this point other than Godspeed to Erica Kirk and her
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah. And we'll go on living our lives in his memory. I will, certainly.
I'll continue doing Breaking Rocks here on the channel. I was not intending on doing one today because moving day is Friday for me, although technically that starts this Thursday. As you guys see, there's nothing in my closet now because we're moving. Because I wasn't expecting to do anything like this until after I was in the new apartment. But this, as the title of this Breaking Rock 73, this needs to be said. We need to wake the fuck up, America.
Yeah, we need to wake up and reject the darkness.
We
Fully,
need to do
swiftly, and immediately.
We need to do better.
Yeah.
We can do better. We have to do better.
Yeah.
I'm Drew. He's Desert Nord. I got nothing else.
Yeah.
You?
Kind of said everything I had to say about it. At least
Yeah.
for now.
Hopefully we don't have to say anything else, but
Well, I'll continue to, like I said, I'll continue to live my life in his honor.
yeah.
You know, I won't forget
So-
him or what's transpired here.
If you guys aren't supporting Turning Point USA, please go do so.
Yeah, give it a strong thought, folks. Give it a strong thought.
Regardless if you support what we're doing here or not, that's irrelevant. What is relevant is supporting each other.
Yeah.
And not gunning each other down in the streets.
Yeah, we have to help save each other, not hurt each other.
And that's all I have left to say. So with that, thank you. God bless you guys. Be awake, not woke. Avoid the darkness. Walk always in the light. And we'll see you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, either on Twitch or on Tree Games. We'll see which one for some Mafia, the Old Country, for my final game stream before I move tomorrow. With that, God bless everybody.
Yep. God bless you guys.
I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you.